And today we're doing Precognitive News Review for the month of April 2025. And I've got two stories for you. I actually had a third, but I'm going to wait and see what happens with that one because it was kind of muddy. But anyway, before we get started, please hit that subscribe button, guys, and like and share the content. Please support the channel. Okay, so two sessions here. Our first one, AOL Blue Flames. Okay, just basic stage 2 dimensionals. This is a very short session. I got kind of in there kind of quick, I felt, but I was doing other remote viewing, so kind of I felt like I was kind of already in this psychic space per se. So I get dispersed gas. I get a sense of death here. EI break containment. So this to me felt like some kind of gas processing plant, something like that, possibly oil, but it feels like industrial. Okay. I get a big old AOL crimes against humanity. So I get the city, and I get what feels to me almost like a pipeline. And to me, it felt like it relates to gas or oil, primarily, to be honest. Like this structure in the middle, it almost feels like there's a little flame at the top. So I'm looking for like an image that I'm going to catch on the news as it relates to this story. And obviously there's a lot of stuff going on in the world today, so hopefully I get something specific enough for feedback. But okay, I get AOL break, cutting off gas production. So my hope is I'll see an image like this in my news feed somewhere. Okay, so AOL congressional hearing. Yeah, so I draw this big old gas tank. Again. And does that mean gasoline? I don't know. It could be natural gas. It could be something to do with the processing of it. But I'm getting a processing plant. Debt. That's my AOL. I'm sorry. Mass quantities. I get a sense of reciprocity. Price gouging. Alright, took a break, jump back in, jump right back to stage 4, production. Like cost versus waste in my AOL. Okay, so I get a sense of volume control. Gas prices. So, show me an image that best resembles what I will see in the news. I get taxes, like taxes on gas. Surging prices. Okay, so quick summary here. Target event feels to be around the price and around the value of gasoline. I have a processing plant, mass quantities of gasoline, feelings of price gouging, and a sense of the global economy. Tanks, production, and volume control all come to mind. Production of gasoline and surging prices. My sense of this target is that gasoline is about to get more expensive for someone. Okay. So that's that one. Oops, move some stuff around here, guys. Okay, so I think this is my second session. Okay, yeah. So I did this session the 3rd of March, and I believe this is before all this Houthi stuff started happening. So I don't know if this is about this or somewhere else. Likely somewhere else, but so anyway, obviously the world's in turmoil. So I get AOL break disabled. Echoey, block, narrow. I get a sense of a discharge here. So I'm getting an outdoorsy feel. I get what seems to be like a large type of vessel on the water firing in multiple directions is what it feels like. Hearing pop, pop, pop. Excuse me. So I also had planes, what feels like planes, drones, or helicopters, but I felt like that they were all a part of this. So here, what feels to me is I have like this wreckage, and maybe a plane dropping in, flying over or something, but you guys see I have this helicopter on this AOL helicopter rescue, AOL break trade route, but I have this helicopter sitting on this structure here, okay? So I AOL break disaster relief. So now I have all these structures. Again, I got like a boat or something in the water, and then the shoreline. So I did get a sense of drones, but I also had like, it seems to me like it's either a lot of helicopters or a lot of drones, but or maybe a combination of both. But I'll get into it here. Hold on a sec. But I also had like airborne rangers and stuff. So AOL wine tasting event. I don't know. It's AOL. Okay. So again, I've got these. See, to me, it looks like these are structures in the air, firing down at something. And I have in my signal like driving people away from the coastline. Penalized like a competing army. But this feels chaotic, but I had a sense of a distraction. Okay. So again, I feel like there's territory involved in this. Radio connectivity transmitting. Okay, so I AOL drone warfare. Grounded. So I get the sense of submersible. Now, in this session, I had a craft. It felt like something was. To be honestly, what it felt like to me is I had like a bunch of these things in the air, like drones or helicopters or something, and then I had another like helicopter or something. Felt like it was dropping something into the water, while these fleets of these drones or helicopters or whatever were flying in the air. So like an AOL'd airlifted submarine. Because here, it's like, so I have fleets of drones. I have a drone insurgency. And then in my signal, it's like a stealth division of hybrid drones. Okay? But you could tell, like, it's like he's carrying something. So I queue myself up. So show me them. I don't know what that is. Oh, probably optimum position for tasking resolution. And I get economic retaliation. Yeah, I had a sense like this craft had a panoramic view. This felt rebellious. But again, to me, that almost looks like a helicopter. Because I kept wanting to draw that shape over and over and over. But, I get like, it just feels like parts and stuff floating in the water. This again reminds me of like a shoreline. Disruptive. Show me the optimum position. Okay, dispersal pattern. I have in my signal island warfare. And I get the sense of diversion tactics. So when this is playing out, I get a signal like this almost feels like a distraction of some kind. I get a feeling of naval readiness. Air traffic control. I forgot about this. Tactical nukes display. Naval intelligence briefing. Threat assessment of nuclear capability. AOL signal scare tactics. Coastal. AOL demilitarized zone. Okay, so I get hybrid warfare division. Tracks. Like a place to launch drones off the coast. Isolated incident. A drone strike. Looks like I didn't know I went back in here. Okay. Okay, so also I'm getting like to me, this feels like almost like a plane coming in for a landing, or flying low to the ground, like just off of the coast. Yeah, AOL break naval retaliation. Yeah, so it's like this landing procedures. Now this could be on an aircraft carrier, but I get a diverted flight path. Whooshing sounds. AOL boating accident. But again, you see, like, to me this is like a... And I felt like this is a bigger vessel to me. It destroyed, and then you have these objects in the air, which to me remind me of helicopters, honestly, more than drones. But so I get a commanding officer, a sense of feudalism. I am getting the impression of someone calling in an airstrike, and then like this AOL signal. Like I had an image in my head, like somebody on the phone telling like giving an order, like they don't want to budge. So we got to do this type of thing. So I have airborne rangers, military advisor. That was it. Okay. Target event plays out near a coastal area. Large vessel on the water being attacked. This feels to be a very large drone strike. There seems to be debris floating in the water. This event feels quite chaotic. This feels to be fleets of what I can only describe as hybrid drones. This attack feels to serve as a distraction of some sort. I felt that either a helicopter or possibly a drone dropping something in the water, in which I AOL'd as an airlifted submarine. There is a feeling of naval readiness here. I also have a sense of feudalism. So the idea in my mind is, which is a wild one, this is almost like somebody was sending these waves of drones in order to drop something submersible, like to serve as a distraction, the fleets of drones, in order to drop something submersible in the water. That's what it felt like in a nutshell to me. So that is what I got for the news for April. I also had I'm getting the sense of, I had some kind of like, this is another session, but I'm not going to show you because it's kind of muddy, but I had this, this idea of some kind of economic issue here, like an economic disaster, but have my AOL like staging a coup, but basically like I had somebody violating a trade agreement, like hiding money, interference. I'll show you some of my flash sketches here. I had this guy, in like a trust. So again, this feels like this is economic. Somebody's hiding money. And it felt like that had something to do with Chinese influence. So, we'll see what happens there. Anyway, so that's what I got for April. We'll catch you next time, guys, in L003. If you want to support the channel, please do. The instructions how to do that is in the hyperlink above the channel. Please subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to the channel. And please share the content if you support the work and remote viewing. And we'll catch you next time in L003, guys. Thanks for watching.